Hi, my name is Catherine Budig and I am a self-professed arm balance addict. So I'd like to share my love of these postures with you today by showing really simple ways to help these seemingly impossible postures become accessible to you. So let's have a block and a strap handy for the sequence, and we're going to begin on our backs. So go ahead and lie down. And we'll begin with Baddha Konasana legs, soles of the feet together, opening up the knees. And if this is strenuous at all on the inner thighs, just start in a Shavasana position with the legs wide. Okay, arms next to the body, palms up. So you're already just opening up, creating some space here. Go and close the eyes, relax the mouth, and just take a moment to stop before you begin. Check in for all the good stuff that's already going on. Start to let go of anything that doesn't serve you. And then finding that place of balance. Keep filling it up, breath in and out through the nose. And then blink the eyes open. Close the legs. Hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze, stretching out your lower back. And then keeping the knees bent, drop the knees over to the right, spinal twist. Take the arms out to the side. So elongating through the top side of the torso, rooting both of the shoulders down into the mat. Taking that top hip, slight extension. And then inhale first, exhale, lift up, and switch sides. So rooting the up shoulder down into the mat. If there's any kind of strain in your neck, you can just keep it a little tuck of the chin. Good. And inhale, exhale, lift up. Come back into that first position. So soles of the feet together, knees wide, in Baddha Konasana. This time, you're going to interlace the fingers behind your head. So we're going to start to wake up the stomach because there's a lot of core work that comes along with arm balancing. So keeping a slight scoop of your tailbone, soles of the feet pressing, hover your feet just a few inches up off of the mat. You're going to keep the legs suspending there the entire time, and then you're going to curl up. So inhale, exhale, lift, head, shoulder blades up, and then lower back down onto the ground, but legs stay up. Again, curl up, exhale, and back down. Good. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, back down. So that's 4. Exhale, and down. Feet stay pushed. Exhale, 5. Soles of the feet together. Good. And down. Exhale, little tuck of the chin, lift up through the heart, and down. Last 4. Exhale, scooping through the tailbone, and down. Exhale, elbows stay wide, collarbone open, and release. Last 2. Exhale, gaze towards the toes, press the feet together. Last 1. Exhale, lift up, and release. Let that go. So immediately we have that awareness in the core, and we're going to keep that as we continue on through our postures. So close the knees, hug them into your chest, roll yourself all the way up to sit, and we're going to press onto all fours. We're going to take some cat's breath, cat and cow. So coming onto all fours, hips stack over the knees and feet are hip width apart, shoulders stack directly over the wrists. So start by surrendering your belly. Drop the navel, lift the heart, inhale, take the gaze up and forward. And then you're going to round, exhale. She's going to press into my hand and lift through your intercostal muscles, those guys in your ribs, okay? And then inhale, drop, look forward, surrender. And then exhale, press into the mat, round. This is Bakasana. This is crow pose in your back. Again, drop it, inhale, pull the heart forward. And here comes the arm balance part. Exhale, press, round. This is what makes you light on your arms. And then come back to a flat back. Curl the toes under, lift the hips up, press back. Downward facing dog. Good. So tops of the thighs, press back. Shin bones, press back. Go for all of that space. Clear out through the neck, even on all 4 sides. Plenty of space from where your earlobes and the beginning of your shoulders are. Good. And then from here, let's shift forward into plank pose. Shoulders over the wrists. One long line of energy. Shoulders, hips, and heels all together. And imagine a weight on your back. So if I were to press down on your back, you could resist using your stomach to pull that together. Then keeping the gaze forward, inhale. If you need to drop your knees, that's fine. Exhale, chaturanga, lower halfway. Now from your tummy, press straight arms, inhale, come back up. And exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. If that's too intense, do this with knees on the mat. So again, shift into plank, inhale. Imagine that weight on your back, resist it. So it's coming from the core. Take an inhale, look forward, chaturanga, exhale. And come all the way down onto your tummy. Good. Interlace the fingers behind your back. If your shoulders are tight, you can grab onto a strap. Squeeze the arms and root through the outer hips. Start to press down into the tummy to lift up through the chest. Good. A little tuck of the chin so you don't take it into the base of the neck. And then release all the way down. Place the palms flat next to your ribs. Baby cobra pose here. So inhale, slight lift up, just tiny, so you can still pick your hands up off of the mat and hold it. Good. And exhale, release. Again, small cobra, inhale, a little bit higher, start to root into the heels of your hands, activate your quads, press your toenails into the mat, outer ankle squeeze in, and exhale, release. Good. Now this is optional. You can either go back to child's pose, or you can take it through plank pose. So a little bit stronger variation, you're going to curl your toes under, lift the kneecaps up, engage the quads, engage your tummy, look forward, squeeze the elbows in, shoulders up all the way up to plank pose, and pull it back, downward facing dog. Good. And walk your hands all the way back to meet your feet. And just let yourself dangle over the legs. Take a few breaths. You can sway side to side. You can sway from heel to toe. Hold on to the elbows, let the arms dangle. Good. And then releasing the arms. Slight bend in the knees. Slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. Good. And let's come to the front of the mat. Okay, so we're going to take two sun salutation A, Surya Namaskara A, hands together at your heart. Inhale, arms reach straight up. And exhale, open the arms wide, forward fold. Inhale, extend through the heart, keep the shoulder heads back. First one, step to plank pose. Keep the gaze forward, hug the elbows in, chaturanga, exhale. Cobra pose or up dog, inhale, lift. And downward facing dog, exhale, stretch it back. Good. So keep the rib cage firming in towards the spine as you equally extend through both sides of the lower back. All of that space in the upper body, lengthen the neck. Then take the gaze forward to your hands. Either step or hop forward, exhale. Inhale, straight legs extend. Keep all of that length, exhale, fold. And reach the arms wide, come all the way up to stand. And hands pull together at your heart, samastitihi, a state of bliss and joy. Again, open it up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, lead through the sternum. Inhale, pull the heart away from the belly button, keep your gaze forward, step or jump right back, chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra or up dog, smile the collarbone open, and downward facing dog, exhale, stretch it back. Okay, so from here, you're going to shorten the stance of your downward facing dog just a touch, a few inches or so. We're going to lift the right leg up. So we're going to warm up the hip flexor, and we're going to learn how to start to use our intercostals and round the upper back to prepare for a crow pose. So inhale, exhale, bend the knee, take your knee to the outer edge of your right arm, shift your shoulders over your wrist, just a little tap, and then pull it back, downward facing dog. Now start to go higher. Inhale, reach it for your armpit, go way up. Breathe into your intercostals and pull it back, downward facing dog. We're using the hip flexor here. Again, pull it in nice and tight for the armpit. Round, push the ground away, and downward facing dog. Pull it back. Good, set the foot back down onto the mat to release. Okay, left leg up. Inhale, shoulders over wrist, bend the knee, tap the outer edge of the arm, and downward facing dog. Again, go for the armpit nice and high. Get it away from the ground. Heel to the bottom. That's hip flexor pulling it in. And downward facing dog. One more time. Pull it in nice and tight. Up the arm. Round through your upper back. And downward facing dog. Pull it back. And set it down. Good. Take the gaze forward to your hands. You can either step forward or a light hop to meet your hands. Inhale. Extend through the chest. Forward fold. Exhale. Separate your feet slightly wider than hip width apart. We're going to come all the way down into a squat malasana, garland pose. Okay? You have the option to spin the heels in and the toes out as well. Give yourself space here. And you work the triceps to the inner edges of the knees and then spread through the collarbone by pressing the triceps into the legs. You're going to keep the left hand at your heart. Take the right arm straight up and open up the chest. It turns into a twist. If this is plenty, stay with the hand at the heart. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper, rotate the palms in and you can wrap this. Bend the elbows. And bend that bottom one as well to reach around and clasp the hands. Now if you have difficulty, grab your strap. You can hold onto a strap here as well. Then lean the chest back, smile the collarbone open. Good. Come back to center. Hands together at your hearts. Good. And we'll reverse. Left arm reaches straight up. Open up your chest. Again, if this is plenty, melt the base of the neck, revolve through the ribs, a little bit more. Internally rotate the arm, bend the elbow, bend the bottom. Get out of the way. Grab the hands here and start to lean it back. Spread through the collarbone, heart blossoms open. Tips of the shoulder blades press in, then come back to center, hands together at your heart. Place your hands down onto the ground and forward fold, release. Toe heel the feet all the way together. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back or jump, chaturanga. Good, up dog, big lifts, inhale, and downward facing dog. Exhale, look forward to your hands, hop or step to sit. Good, okay. We're gonna take the legs out in front of us, Marichasana C. So keeping the left leg straight, bend the right knee, place the sole of the foot flat onto the ground. Take the right fingertips behind the tailbone, take the left arm straight up. You'll inhale, root into the hips, sit tall, and then twist, drop that top arm to the outer edge of your thigh, snuggle the tricep in, push into that leg to lift up through the chest to spread the top shoulder back. You can look over the back shoulder. Again, any strain in your neck, look sideways or slight tuck of the chin. Keep this front foot flexed, top of the thigh rooting down into the mat. Good. Then take the gaze forward, release the twist. Straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, sole the foot flat into the mat, root into the heel, left fingertips behind the tailbone. Inhale, right arm reaches straight up, get tall. You're gonna keep all of that length, then start to pivot and twist. Drop the right arm to the outer edge of the left thigh, push into the leg, and reach the chest open, that's it. Top of the right thigh presses down, foot is flexed. Keep breathing length into the crown of your head and into your heart. Look forward, release. Let that go. All right, so what do you say about a little arm balance now? Okay, so we've warmed up the hip flexors. We have the intercostals. They're starting to move and starting to feel strength. So we're going to start with my personal favorite pose in the world, Makasana, crow pose. This is the staple of all arm balances, so just keep working this posture. And we're going to start on a block. So it's a crow pose. It's a bird. This is your little bird perch. So you're going to step onto your perch, like so, and you're going to come down into squat. Hands to the ground. Good. Now, once you're in your squat, let the knees separate. And you're going to work your triceps to the inner edges of your knees. Really snuggle them in so you can actually hug your arms with your inner knees. Keep the gaze forward. You'll be tempted to look down. Then start to bend your elbows, lean forward. Just pick up one foot, just one. That may be plenty. If that goes well, keep looking forward. Start to sweep that second foot up. Big toes touch. Can you start to get the inner heels of your toes to touch? That's it, good, good, good. And then see this round in your back, those are the intercostal muscles. And then one foot back down into the block, other foot, and release. You can take a moment to shake out your wrists, probably not when you're on your perch because that could get kind of dangerous. And then we'll step up off of your perch, remove the block. Okay, so if that presented a good challenge for you, I want you to take another round on the block again. If you're ready to get off of your bird perch and off into the world, we're going to enter it from a regular squat. So big toes touching, knees together, and then we'll separate them open. Take the arms to the inside of the legs. Start to walk your hands forward and reach your forehead to the ground. So just start to stretch out your back.